morning. Hello, good morning. I hope that you guys are having a great morning. I hope you've woken up and you're enjoying maybe some breakfast at home. I thought I'd start today with a question, and my question for us today is, what is it you need? And so I think that that's a question we can all, it comes up all the time. We have needs, we wake up, we're thinking about what it is we need each day. And maybe today you've woken up filled with fear and you need faith. Maybe you've woken up unsure about your purpose for the day and you're feeling a bit lost, especially in this time of lockdown. Maybe it is you just don't know what it is that you are going to spend your day with, what meaningful things you're going to do today, and you need some direction. Maybe today you're feeling really distressed, or you've got despair, or there's something that you kind of feel that is, you've got something that you feel is really holding you back and really, pulling you away from what it is that God wants you to do, and you'd like help. You need God to help you with that. And so today I wanted to just share that today and every day, our answer is our needs can always be met by Jesus. And so maybe if you're someone that's grown up in the church, you went to Sunday school, and you know that the right answer is always Jesus. You can always answer a Christian question with the word Jesus. Or maybe you know people that sort of tout Jesus as your answer to everything. And it does sound really cliche, and it does sound simplistic, but the sweet reality is that Jesus is actually the answer to all that matters. He's promised to meet all of our needs, whether we need joy or peace, whether we need help with forgiveness or bitterness or encouragement. Jesus is the answer. And so maybe you're sitting there going, Rach, this is just too simplistic. In reality, it's never this way. It's never this easy. And I would say I agree. It is very simple. And that is the reality. It is very simple. But I agree as well, it's very rarely easy. And so from where I'm sitting today, just thinking about coming to Jesus to look for our answer, there are a few things I think that can get in the way of this. There are things that can stand and block us from seeing and accepting Jesus as the answer to our struggles. I think we find ourselves seeking to meet our own needs and our own problems first elsewhere, outside of Christ. Maybe we seek to meet our needs in ourselves. Maybe we seek to find answers to our problems in other people. And Jesus today and every day desires to be our first port of call. He desires to be our anchor and our rock, and we need to relearn and reteach ourselves to seek him first, not to be seeking him as just part of the puzzle, but to go to Christ first and ask him to be the answer to what it is we need. Maybe at times we really also don't actually want the help that Jesus offers. We might say the words, but actually not really believe the reality or want the reality that if he is the answer, maybe we actually don't like the way that he calls us to follow him. Our flesh constantly draws us away from God. We know that. We can all relate to that. We can begin to harden our hearts to the grace that Jesus offers because we're tempted to continue to walk in step, not with Christ, not with the Spirit, but with our own mind, our own flesh, and our own will. We know that we're called to crucify the flesh, which is really difficult. Jesus doesn't offer a vending machine of answers. Key in what you want, take it, and then just leave. He actually calls us to surrender, to allow him to work in us and on us. It's really difficult, and it takes more than just daily reminders to ourselves and daily choices to follow him this way. So simple, but not so easy. And lastly, my last thought was maybe we don't ask Jesus to give us what we actually need, but maybe we're asking Jesus to give us what we really want. Maybe we seek the wrong answers. There have been numerous times that I've sought Jesus to answer prayers that I was sure I needed. But really, the reality was that Jesus was more concerned with other things, my holiness, than my happiness. It can be hard to know what it is sometimes that lies at the heart of a problem. So sometimes we might pray for something and ask for Jesus to fulfill our needs, but Jesus wants to work on something that's a little more deep. And maybe I was thinking an example might help me to explain what I mean. So for example, someone might be feeling overwhelming anger at someone else and ask God to help with forgiveness. That sounds super logical. That sounds like a really good thing to seek God for, because it sounds like that would be a need. If we're really angry at someone, forgiveness is definitely something that we need to seek out. But maybe I want to challenge you today. Maybe though, in this situation, instead, the answer Jesus seeks to give, maybe is something else first. Maybe there's some deeper things that Jesus wants to use that situation to work through. Maybe this person actually has a deeper need. Maybe they need to learn to trust God in a situation. Maybe they need to learn to surrender their reputation first. Or maybe even to allow God to have full control of a situation instead of trying to control expectations and situations themselves. And as we then surrender those other things that God might bring up to the surface, we can know that He will also address those other hard issues that we're bringing to Him. My encouragement today for us is to seek Jesus not only for our answer to whatever it is we're seeking this morning, but also for our questions. The psalmist's praise in Psalm 139, "Search me and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me and lead me in the way everlasting." When we are honest with ourselves and with God, He can give us so much more. He desires to meet our needs. And as He's doing so, He doesn't just want to meet our needs. He wants to transform us into His own likeness, into His own image. He wants us to be more like Him. And what a gift that is. So that's just so much more than when we just seek God to answer our need. He is seeking to do so much more. So today I encourage all of us to sit with Jesus, to share our struggles, to share what it is we need, and then surrender that to Jesus. We want to ask Him to answer you, or to answer us and give us the answers to, yes, what it is we're bringing to Him, but also Jesus answer and give us what we truly need. We know that He's always going to be our answer, but sometimes we need to surrender to Him our questions and our needs so that He can do His good work in us and bring us to completion. Have a great day and enjoy the sunshine. Today it's looking beautiful outside, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.